High school football fans, welcome to the Friday Night Blitz. Your favorite team stepped out under those bright lights, and our WCTV sports team went along for the ride in North Florida and South Georgia. It's the final week of regular season games in the Sunshine State, but that gets pushed to the back seat because the Peach State started tackling round one of the state playoffs tonight. It's win or the end for some of your favorite Georgia schools. So let's start off in Cairo, where Coach Tom Falah and the Syrup Makers kicked off another sweet playoff home game. Makers wasted little time finding the end zone. Stephen Bench hits Terrell Kaysen in the flat, follows his blockers 58 yards later. He's scoring. Cairo will take the 7-0 lead. Makers defense looking to make that lead stick. Paul Davis and Tim Gurley get the manly hit on Deontay Solomon. Later in the first, 3rd and long, Bench picked off by A.J. Riley. That one's going to be returned deep into Cairo territory. It actually led to a 1-yard touchdown run by Mark Riley to make it a 7-6 ball game. But the last laugh went to Cairo. The Syrup Makers get to see round 2 with a big 24-9 victory over Perry. Let's head to Quitman, Georgia. The state playoff action was intense. Coach Maurice Freeman had Brooks County going strong against Tattnall County. Up 28-10, they make little things very uncomfortable for the visitors. Quarterback Brandon Purcell, Tavius Gray with the big sack. Later in the drive, Trayvon Wright gets his hands on him, takes him down for the loss on the play. That fires up the fans in the stands on a very cold night in Quitman. Secondary shutting down the passing game. Derek Herring with the INT of Purcell, and the Trojans are second round bound. 28-10, Brooks County. In Class 5A, the region champion Valdosta Wildcats got the postseason party started at home tonight against Noonan. The visitors were not very good guests tonight. Early on, that's Noonan on the sweep left. He would fumble it into the end zone, but you can still put 7 points on the board for the away team. The Region 5A champs were on the ropes tonight, but Coach Gillespie and the Cats would march all the way down the field and cap off the drive with this fade route to tight end Demetrius Melvin. Touchdown there, but it was not enough. Noonan upsets Valdosta 17-7. Season ends for the Cats. Of course, the Region 5A runners-up hail from Colquitt County. Let's head to Moultrie, where the Packers hosted East Coweta. The bad guys scored first. That's DeMarcus Godfrey getting things going on the first possession. East Coweta go up. But you know Hog Country would battle back. Packers give the rock to Sharman Wilt Washington. Look at that. Takes it into the end zone. Packers on the scoreboard. More from Colquitt County. Fred Phillips shows off some footwork during the kick return. Nice play right about here, but when the final whistle blew, Colquitt County had won. It was a blowout, 31-10. Well, we'll get back to the Georgia playoff round 1 action in a minute, but there was a ton of talent on display tonight in the Sunshine State. Undefeated North Florida Christian played their regular season finale tonight against Jefferson County. All-American Travis Blanks voted homecoming king. What can't that guy do? NFC only led 7-6 at halftime. They extend that lead in the third. Jonathan Vickers, he's a beast. Scampers into the end zone from 3 yards out, 14-6. Same score, still in the third. Vickers again, the handoff. This one a little bit longer, 24 yards to the house. Eagles will take a 21-6 lead. Jeff County fighting to the very end. That's Alfonso Footman breaking 66 yards, turns on the jet. Put 6 more points on the board for the Tigers, but NFC would get the win 34-12. Can you believe NFC has never had an undefeated season? All of the titles, but not a flawless year. So far, they are. Let's go independent and catch up with the McClay Marauders, who hosted St. Francis. That's former JV2 head coach Matt Olesnovich. Good to see Coach O back in town. He probably didn't want to come back like this, though. Lee Williams, from his own 5-yard line, runs right, then runs out of room, so cuts it back to the other side. 60-yard run for Lightning Lee Williams, if he's finally wrestled down. Marauders would close out that drive with a man they call Trip Truckin' Transu. Catches it in the flat, then it's full speed ahead, leaving a big pileup behind him on his way into the end zone. McClay wins 46-0. They play next Thursday for their Independent League Championship, 7 o'clock next Thursday. To Quincy's Corey Field we go. Robert F. Monroe hosted their season finale tonight against St. John's. Joey Striplin and company. Third quarter, Bobcats up big, 28-7. Ball near the goal line. Dustin Watson drops back, finds Matt Sampson in the end zone. Put 6 more for Monroe. Later in the quarter, Sampson scanning the field. He's locked in on senior Cameron Sims for the touchdown. What a way to go out on senior night. Bobcats 55-7 over St. John's. All right, folks, it's time to take a quick timeout, but you know there's still heavy hitters needing to make an appearance on the show. Big Ben Powers, Lincoln, and Godby met up on the same field tonight. Don't go anywhere. Trojans, Cougars, and much more still to come on The Blitz.